Well, hello, and welcome back to another weird edition of Borderline Texas Trash. I am your host, Uncle Boo, and this is my co-host, number 9 in your program, number 1 in your height.
Ash Handy.
Handy of the Ash, Daddy. Yeah.
That's me.
Well, hope you guys like that intro music. Well, me and Ashley, what we do when we come in and go to record, I got tired of just picking one song all the time. I just got tired of the same intro.
We just pick whatever we feel for the day.
And I got all these samples with its podcast and stuff I got. So me and Ashley's like, fucking A, man, let's use them. So be expected to hear some different intro music all the time. We got to keep you, on guard. Touche. But I hope you guys are having a fantabulous week out there in the podcast land, baby. Because this is Tired Ash Handy over here. And this is your good old friend, Uncle Boo. We're ready to do some funky monkey stuff, baby. Because we're going to get up, we're going to get down, we're going to get funky. And I do have an announcement. I think I'm just going to say screw it. And I'm going to move the Ghost Stories Told from the South to Saturday. I hope that don't hurt my downloads.
I don't see why it would.
I mean, I'm just going to move it because it's kicking my ass. Well, like last night, Jackson playing baseball, takes a fucking ball to the fucking mouth, gets a tooth knocked out, literally. His whole tooth, the root, everything.
It's good for him.
So
Builds character.
Yeah, I was up there all night with that. And this weekend, I didn't have nothing going for the show. Good thing I've always got stockpiles of stuff. Because ask Ashley. Ask Ashley. I can throw a show together in like 5-10 minutes if I got some material. But yeah, and I enjoyed the weekend. It was WrestleMania weekend, and it was my birthday weekend, goddammit. So I didn't do nothing. I was lazy.
Yeah, I'm glad y'all did something the weekend before for y'all's birthday because everybody just was super tired all weekend.
Yeah.
And the weather was super weird.
Yes.
And we've all been waiting for like Armageddon weather to hit. And we've been in, I think we're finally out of it today. But since Saturday, we've been in.
A thunderstorm warning every fucking day.
And tornado. Just marginal severe weather risk or whatever they say.
Well, all them storms in the past 2 weeks that's been going through and tearing up the United States, they start here in Texas. Because that's the shit we was supposed to be getting. And it never did really come. It just kind of started forming around us and went that way.
That one in Little Rock was crazy. I hope everybody's okay.
That's one thing I want to say.
That terrified the piss out of me seeing those videos.
To anyone who's listening in that area, I hope you're fine. I hope everything's good. And hope you made it. And,
I know there have been tornadoes in other areas, and we hope everybody's okay too. But the one that I've seen, well, the only one and the one I've seen the most of on TikTok was the one in Little Rock.
Yeah, and then Iowa, they had 2 at one time. I think it was. And then
in the last week, right?
Yeah, and then the weekend before that, Mississippi got fucked up from tornadoes. It's crazy. You never know when them things are gonna fucking evolve. And heck, our friend up there in Canada, I looked on her Facebook, when I was scrolling through, they're still getting snow up there.
In Canada?
Yeah.
Didn't Canada just ban guns too?
Yeah, I think they banned guns. And now, today, I swear, I don't see how that's prime minister. I don't see, their government's like ours. Now, in Canada, it's illegal to protest LBG drag shows or anything. Then if you do, you can get arrested and fined. That's bullshit, because everybody should have the right to protest something.
Whatever you want.
Yes, it's not fair.
That's the whole point of freedom.
Yeah, but that's bullshit. I mean, and it's not that I'm against the LBJT or anything. I'm not. But to not be able to protest, come on, man. They ain't special. That's what I don't know.
Well, what if whenever they were fighting for their rights, what if somebody said it's illegal for you to protest about this?
Yeah.
Like, protesting is just, believe me, here in America, especially 2020, whenever we had all those protests that were destroying huge cities
God,
and millions
yeah.
of people were getting like hurt.
Cities were being burnt.
There was a lot of stuff that I didn't think was appropriate to be protesting about, but that was their right.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that we need to protest drag queen shows. I'm just saying you should have your
The right to protest anything.
Yep.
You know, I mean, fuck. But you don't want to start us on our government. Our government's too busy being a bunch of jackass fucking ass clowns down here. Too busy wanting to indict somebody instead of fucking trying to keep us out of war and fix its country. Oh no, let's waste all our taxpayers' money. This right here should open up your fucking eyes. If you're left or right, should open up your eyes like, this ain't right.
It won't. Everybody will keep fighting.
I mean, all the goddamn money they spent on his fucking courts for doing the impeach shit, which that blew up in their goddamn face. They waste our money like, I don't care, it's not mine. Here, let's blow $100 million on investigating this shit, which nothing's going to come out of it. But here's what strikes me so funny. Is it, they can go after Trump for that little shit, but didn't Clinton do the same goddamn thing? Oh, but it was okay because he put the information in the right column.
Yeah, I don't know. All of it is...
It's fucking stupid. But this should open up everybody's fucking eyes. And like I've been saying, we need to come together, man. Fuck this Democrat, Republican shit. They're both fucking us. You don't want to get me started on the Republican and the fucking rhinos and the deep state bastards. Fuck them all, man. None of them are up there for us, guys. None of them. And the only reason they hate Trump, and I'm not a big-time Trump thumper, but the main reason they hate him because he's an outsider. And he's trying to clean that shit up. You know, he's not part of the clique. Because, you know, what's really killing our country is the goddamn lobbyist.
He's just a leader by nature.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to stand up for things that nobody wants to talk about. And it does make you a very hated person. He is hated because he talks about the things that we need to be addressing, and nobody wants to deal with those things. That's why it's easier for us to fight about gender and racism whenever there's a hell of a whole lot more
well, it's like
going on in this country right now.
I was listening to this black guy, and he goes, I'm not saying that Trump is 100% perfect, by no means. We're all human. He goes, but here's what I don't understand. I'd much rather root for a guy like Trump. You know, his biggest problem is he don't know when to shut up. He just spits out. You know, and congressmen and, you know, everybody up there, they have that ability to not say what they think, but bullshit you.
Well, and
he made a good point. He goes, I would much rather go for a guy like Trump that says what's on his fucking mind and ain't afraid of pissing anybody off.
The thing that also confuses me with that, because one of the biggest things that I see in the arguments on social media pages, on TikTok, all that pertaining to Trump, is the way that he talks. You know, the way that he talks is so inappropriate. He's an idiot. He says all this stuff. But everybody's perfectly okay with the way our commander-in-chief talks.
Yeah.
And I don't even, and I would say that whether I was a Fish fan, a Biden fan, a fucking unicorn fan, I don't like, it just comes down to simple basics of, if your problem with this guy is that it's the way he talks, how are you in support of our president of the United States not even being able to finish sentences, not knowing where he's at? Most of the time, you can't even tell what he's saying.
Yeah. I mean, goddamn. My son's got a busted fucking mouth, and he can talk better than that jackass.
I can understand the guy off Joe Dirt better than I can some of the stuff he says. The damn boy, everybody know that.
The guy off Waterboy.
Yeah, that guy.
Hey, you ain't the homo nigga, man.
I don't know. That's just where I get confused.
It's just the double standards of this country. That's what makes me mad. It's okay for one president to do this, but if the other one does anything, oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know. It will be the demise of our country.
Yeah. Because like I've been trying to tell you, son of a guns, neither party gives a fuck about you. They have both been lining their pockets for years and corrupting this country and breaking it at our expense. You know? It's just like we're supposed to be paying into Social Security because one day when we retire, we can fucking have some money. Well,
our retirement age is almost 70 years old, and eventually we won't even have retirement.
Excuse me. Sorry about that. Yeah, no, I'm never going to fucking be able to hit it. That's why I'm just going to snort a bunch of cocaine every day. Or be a good crack dealer. You'd be like, hey, man, want to buy some crack? No, it's just the double standards just gets fucking old. And the hypocrites, god damn. Ugh. And I'm sorry. Like, it's hard to bite my tongue with its transgender shit. Now these guys are trying to say it really hurts when I'm having my period.
They don't have periods.
No, they have no fucking clue how it feels. I don't know how it feels. I just go by what my daughter has told me and my wife.
From what I understand, they can get the penis cut off. They can have like a vagina reconstructed from the penis and all that. But
as far as
and they can give you hormones that lower your voice or heighten your voice, make you stop growing so much hair, and make you grow boobs. But you don't get all the parts internally. Therefore, you would never bear children or have a period.
That's what they think.
And I think that it's I think it's perfectly fine if you want to dress like a woman. I think it's perfectly fine.
That ain't my problem at all.
Even if you want to be, I don't know. But to me, it seems more like mental illness.
Yes.
The ones that are pretending that they have periods. Like really going out and wearing pads and like, I'm on my period and it hurts so bad.
No, it don't.
This is what being a woman is like. And it's like, it's delusional.
You know what's fucking sickening is? And here's what makes me mad, because I'm a big-time supporter of women. They should be able to do the same shit we do. And the same rights.
Yeah.
But what makes me mad is these fucking guys now. Do you women not realize the people that you say have been holding you down, the fucking men, are the ones who's destroying women's rights right now? These transgender men that are like, I'm a woman, but there's no such thing as a real woman. Playing the woman's sports. I mean, Jesus, dude. Women have fought for fucking years for their personal rights to vote, to not be a housewife. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And these cocksuckers are destroying it in 2 years. I mean, these motherfuckers can't even tell you what a woman is. I can.
I'm all for do whatever you want to do. I just don't know why they're trying to change the laws and why they're trying to get the children involved.
And what
I
gets
guess
me,
that's what's bothering me.
Yes, and what gets me is how they want you to call them what they want you to. No, fuck you. You tell me your name and I call you by your goddamn name. I'm not going to call you, I'm a boy, but I'm a transgender. I register as a guy, as a girl, and I'm a litter box, and I'm a light bulb.
Yeah, it's very confusing.
Fucking, it's a very disturbing.
And I just think there's a lot more things that we could be focused on right now in this country. Those people included. It's very selfish of you to have a country that is nowhere near where it could be. There are millions of people addicted to drugs. There are millions of people homeless. There are gangs still killing each other. There are people going hungry.
Yeah.
And you think that the most important thing in the world right now is to try to get it changed to where I'll go to jail if I don't call you they?
Yeah. So fuck you. How about that? I mean, I don't get that shit. It's stupid. It's like I told Ashley today. It's like everything that is logic is not
out the
anymore.
window.
Well, it's like I was telling her today. I heard now they're saying that 2 + 2 = 4 is racist.
Oh yeah, I was gonna look this up.
And they're saying because Westerners are the ones who made it up, and they're white, so it's racism. It's a dang it. God dang it, I can't think of the name now. It was just on the tip of my tongue. But anyways, they're just a bunch of racist pricks. I mean, I don't get it. They're saying that 2 plus 4 is racist. And what else was they saying? Oh, it's white supremacists because Europe. It was made over. We made up math, America, the Westerners, and we didn't. Math was made up fucking a long time ago, way before America was a country. You know, and that's what a lot of people do not understand. We are still a growing country. We're gonna still have a couple more Capitol riots, maybe another Civil War or two. You know, we're only 200 years. We're over 200 years old. When I was born, we was 200 years old.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I guess it's a thing. I guess California tried to say it in 2021.
Oh my God.
And nothing ever happened. And then this next time, it's a group of teachers in Ontario, and they're saying that it is white supremacy.
Fucking idiots. God,
and
I swear.
If you question them on their assertion, simply means that you are anti-trans, anti-immigrant person who doesn't like anyone who isn't white.
See, that right there. If you disagree with them, you're already bam.
Well, and that's what I don't like about it, is they're coming forward and they're saying all these things that they disagree with. But if I say that if not me, anybody, you can even be
anybody.
A black person, you can be a Chinese person, you can be whatever. And just like this article just said, this is anything. But if you question anyone on all this stuff that's being brought forward, you are considered anti-trans, anti-immigrant person who doesn't like anyone who isn't white. And it's super unfair.
It is. It's stupid. So I'm going to say this. If you don't like my show, that means you're racist, and that means you're a fish. How about them? Yeah. Yeah.
How about them apples?
Yeah. If you don't like my show, that means you're racist, you're a bigot, and you're for the farming of ants.
The farming of ants?
Yes, that is what's killing our ozone. That and cow farts. It's killing our ozone.
I'm sorry. I was so confused for a minute.
I mean, them rich bastards driving their private jets everywhere ain't doing any harm to the earth.
Sorry. That was pretty funny. It's like ant farms.
But yeah, they're eventually...
I just have a feeling that the world is truly coming to an end in every aspect.
That's
like it's a very dooming feeling. And so I just want to live my life until I can't anymore.
Yeah.
Like, truly, I really do.
It's like I said today, I feel firm about where I am in life, like where I am. I'm fine with that. But it's just the future, not knowing what this country has in store. That's what's scary. Not just the country, the world.
The world. That's what I mean. Now it's the whole world.
Because like Norway, they've been protesting too because they're trying to ban farming there.
Everybody's protesting everywhere.
You know, and here's what
except
gets me.
us.
Here's what gets me about vegans. You know how many animals they kill and insects they kill to keep all them little vermins and insects off their plants? A lot. And then get this. Then they have the balls to tell you you're destroying the earth by eating meat when their product gets brought to them how?
Oh, by
a fucking bus.
Yeah.
I mean, by a vehicle. By a goddamn airplane. That's how it gets delivered to your store. And then you want to sit there and chastise me for eating meat. So next time I eat a steak, I'm going to think about you where you're killing fucking animals too. Because you kill animals to keep them off the vegetables you're growing.
Yeah.
You dumbass. What do you do with the moles? You fucking kill them. What do you do with the little vermins that come in and eat your stuff up? You kill them. So don't fucking shove your goddamn hypocrite shit down my throat. Only thing I want down my throat better be big, but I'm going to only do that for about $1 million, so. And I will not do that on camera. But just remember.
Everything's on camera now.
Oh, I know.
Everybody got a sex tape. Everybody's got something shitty they did on camera.
That's why I'm glad there wasn't no iPhones and stuff like that in the 90s when I was running around being a fucking dumb little adult. Whoa, okay. Don't
even
it.
start, you
I
little
will
rat.
punch you in the face. I'm just kidding. I don't punch my dogs. Well, all right, guys. We have bullshitted for a little bit. I guess I'm going to go ahead and we are going to start the... since I haven't been doing it because I keep forgetting, we're going to do the BTT State of the Union speech, baby, because I haven't done it for this year yet. So y'all guys get ready because I'm fixing to do it. I just got to find the music real quick. No.
I was like,
Fucking
okay.
Alan Jackson.
It's all right to be little bitty.
All right. Okay. As everybody knows, every year since our great nation does a State of the Union address, I've been doing the same honor but for my show. I've been calling it the Uncle Boo's State of the BTT Nation speech. This is my third one. So, without further ado, BTT Nation. As Season 3 comes to an end, we reflect on an amazing season we had. We've seen Uncle Boo and Uncle Dickie still deliver some great stuff. We also seen the return of Ash fucking Handy, the great one. The co-host who had to leave the show to do her big-hearted stuff, like she went to help the needy people in Hades. So glad she is back. She is the glue to Borderline Texas Trash Podcast. The best co-host ever, and you can take that to the bank. We have watched the show. We have watched the show and its fan base grow. So thank you, fans, so much. It's awesome knowing this show has made so many people laugh and get their mind off of the daily shuffle of life. No, I don't want to go fishing in the dark. God damn it! I hope y'all like that. Okay. As we close the door on Season 3, thank you for your support. It means so much. As for the host of the As for the host of the Uncle Boo, I fucked that up. Anyways, I guess what I'm trying to say here, Uncle Boo and co-host Ash Handy will promise to keep you laughing and wondering what's next all the time. And always being there for you fans. And before I close it, I just want to speak from the heart, me and Ashley. I want to say one thing we will not do. No new taxes! Oh. Anyway, sorry. I was reliving my childhood. I remember that when I was a kid. Bush Sr., because I was in the shower and I could hear the TV and I could hear him say, no new taxes. And I could hear my dad go, yeah. That's why I said that. But I just want to say thanks, guys. It's been fun. And I'm glad Ashley came back this year. It's a lot easier now. And just want to say thanks, guys. Just keep doing what you're doing. Give a shout out to Kim because she's always talking to us, telling us what's up. So keep feeding us information. You've been giving me information about Canada.
Oh, so, good.
But you want to say anything to the fans before I wrap this speech up?
Just like he said, we really appreciate everybody that listens, shows support. I myself really don't have any other underlying motive to this podcast other than hoping it does the same thing for people that the other podcasts I listen to do for me. The world is absolutely crazy right now, and we all absolutely need some stuff, anything, whether it's music you like or whatever podcast, to keep your mind off everything and still keep trying to live your life through all the bullshit. So,
And that's one thing I do think that is cool. Me and Ashley live in a little pissant town here in Texas called Mineral Wells. Populations, I don't know. I haven't even looked at the signs.
I don't know what our population is.
Yeah. But it's awesome. And Ashley says the same thing. It's awesome how people in different countries can hear us. Ain't that just amazing?
It's pretty crazy.
I mean, that's crazy. Someone in Canada listens to us every week. Kim. And we got fans in Germany that listen every week faithfully. And I think it's so cool, dude. And there's other countries. I just can't remember all of them. But we do appreciate it. That's just what blows my mind. Did you ever think you'd be heard on a world platform?
No.
Me neither. So, with that being said, though, guys, you guys keep listening. We love you. And don't forget, we'll leave you something to talk about. Sorry I fucked up the ass part of my speech
It's
there.
fine.
But that was pretty good, though.
Yeah, that was very nice.
I like throwing them together. I call it the BTT Nation. Oh, and one thing I do promise, in the Revolutionary War, if we would have had airports, we would have won. Jesus told me. Thank you.
Okay, Biden, calm down.
Where's the ice cream?
God.
Oh, God. He's such a mischievous little bastard. You know who he reminds me of? That fucking old man off The Simpsons, the rich old man, Mr. Burns. He does.
Yeah.
He does.
Just less put together and
Yeah.
intelligent.
Sick bastard. Oh. So, how's your week been going there, Ashley Fradley?
My week's been pretty good. We're still... It's normal for Texas to experience every season in a couple months.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the year and the end of the year. It's always like this time and then probably like October to November. But I feel like since I have moved back, it's 2023 and I've been here since 2019, this is probably the craziest to me that it's been. It was 95 degrees yesterday and it was 42 with the wind chill of like 38 when I woke up this morning.
Yeah, it freaking got cold.
Everybody's allergies are just getting stomped in the dick.
Well, like Sunday. Oh, we're going to get some bad storms. So everybody, we all got together and mowed.
I know.
And then the storms are coming. And then it looked like they was coming in. It did, because they was going to come over and watch WrestleMania with me, watch the second night.
Even yesterday when I got off work, the sky towards Weatherford looked crazy.
Looked weird.
Like that dark green that it gets before crazy shit happens, and then nothing happened.
Yeah. The past couple of days, every time you can see it on the radar coming towards us, and then it's like goes up north or goes away from us. It don't love us anymore.
Yeah, but that's really my only complaint. I'm not quite ready yet for it to be like 110 every day.
Yeah.
I would like to be able to have some nice days in there, but that's what concerns me this year. It really seems like we're not going to have much of a transition. It's going to be like this, and then it's just going to be hot. And that sucks because my favorite is the springtime days where it's like, which we've only had maybe 3 or 4
Yeah,
this
we
year.
haven't had a good spring
It
yet.
sucks.
And
the humidity has been insane.
Yes.
Which is usually not a big deal here. Like, it's hot here, but it's always a dry heat.
Yeah. I mean, the humidity's bad, but it's a lot worse when the storms are brewing. God, it's so much worse.
Yeah. I'm over it.
Oh, liking that spinner?
Yeah. I still miss my old one, but this one has its perks, too.
Your cousin ran off with that, Miss Steph, somewhere. I told her not to.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's been going great over here besides Jackson getting hit in the mouth last night at practice with a baseball.
He's a tough guy.
Yeah, he didn't cry at all in front of them kids, though. That's what was pretty cool. They stuck it back up there.
I'm proud of him.
It was crazy. I was expecting the worst.
Yeah. He's a tough kid, though.
Yeah, he is. And like I told him, you play sports, you're bound to get hurt sometime doing something.
I agree.
Something's gonna happen. Well, Ash Handy, you want to read your thoughts of the day?
Yeah, let's see if there's any weird or depressing ones today. Oh, is this the end of them?
No. Well, where is...
1, 2, because there's only 3 for today.
Yeah, I had it. Where'd it go? You son of a... There it is.
Oh, there it is.
Hi. He's playing hide and seek.
All right, so here we go.
Yeah, because the past couple weekends I've been debating to put the window units in, but every time I go to it, fucking gets cold again.
Oh. Okay.
Stop it.
Why do people wish damage on others when they don't want them to suffer?
That's good.
I think what they mean on this one is like whenever you're mad at someone, you know, your boyfriend, your best friend, whatever, whoever, because they hurt you, and it is somebody that you care about, and you really don't want to see them suffer, but at the same time, you're so mad that you hope that like, something happens that hurts their feelings. Maybe that's what that one means.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm the type of person also that I'm a firm believer. It may take a long time, and that's the part that sucks. But I'm a firm believer in karma, and what goes around really does come around eventually.
Yeah.
And so I honestly, wholeheartedly, really don't wish any kind of damage or bad things on anybody. Most of the time, the kind of people that you would want to wish that kind of thing on anyways will 9 times out of 10 end up breaking their own legs. So
only people I think that I would love to just
except
see
pedophiles.
Yeah, I was fixing to say.
That's a whole different class of
I'd love
people.
to get a big log and shove it right up their keister.
Yeah, that's different. But I'm talking, you know,
but
like
other than that,
people that do you wrong in your life.
I might talk a bunch of shit about OU and fans. I mean, I hate them, but all it comes down to it, I wouldn't want them to die. Because then who would I have a rival with?
Yeah. All right. This one I feel like is super controversial, so I hope no one gets upset. This is just a list of shit that we read. We're not trying to stir any shit up. Who created God if God created the world?
That's true.
I'm agnostic, and I don't necessarily have a religious belief, so it would be unfair for me to try to answer this one because I don't even know what the fuck exists.
Because that's kind of like asking what came first, the chicken or the egg.
Yeah, that kind of stuff really
makes you think.
Yes.
Because, you know, God's the almighty maker. If he made the earth, then who the heck made him? Because he made Jesus. Because he came down. He came down and had unmarried sex with Mary. I shouldn't say that. I'm going to hell.
Okay. This next one is trippy to me because I have actually, there's some podcasts that I listen to.
Sound like you said punk cats.
There's some podcasts that I listen to that talk about this kind of stuff a lot because I'm very interested in this. What if every time we go to sleep, we travel to a parallel universe? I don't think it's every time, but I think it happens.
Yeah, it might.
There are even some people who it is so surreal that they really, I don't know. I listen to a lot of shit like that. I think that's real.
Yeah. It could be.
I personally, I don't think it's I don't know what it is, but sometimes when I dream, I do have, I don't want to say like a place, but I have somewhere that's, it's the same place that I've been to a few times. Yeah. Yeah. It's really weird. It's out in the country. I don't know. But it's not like a great place. Usually the dreams that I have there, I wouldn't say nightmares, but there's always like something going on.
I really haven't had a good dream in a while. Last time I had one was I had a dream that Jackie was alive, and I was seeing someone at the time. So I thought, oh my God, I'm cheating on Jackie.
Oh, like she just was back?
Yeah.
That's
it
weird.
really disturbed me. I had to go outside and smoke a cigarette and something else, go back to bed. It really disturbed me.
That's
Fucked me
awful.
up. Because I just had that feeling like, oh my God, I cheated on her.
Yeah, that's terrible. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. I felt like a kid again, like mom was coming home or something. It was weird.
Yeah, and I don't know. Dreams are just weird.
They
Dreams are weird.
My mama used to always say, though, if you have one more than 3 times, if you have it 3 times, it usually comes true.
Ooh, I don't like that.
Yeah, that's what mama used to say.
This one is cool, and this is facts. We don't have a skeleton in our midst. The brain is us. We are the brain, and as a result, we're actually in a skeleton. We're not a skeleton with a brain in it. We're a brain in the skeleton.
Yeah. That makes sense. Because, you know...
Yeah, that's why I think it's also cool on all the New Age movies, like that
Say it again.
Alita Battle Angel movie that I like.
Yeah.
They've got no point in technology where as long as they can save your brain, they can just give you a new body.
Holy
and you're
shit.
still the same person.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Wouldn't that be weird if they fucking did that successfully? You would have your brain would be like, I'm Steven, and I have all these memories, but I'm in a younger body now.
Yeah, you're still the exact same. You just have a new body.
Yeah, that'd be so fucking
And
weird.
you can't tell me that there's not countries somewhere that's working on that
Yes,
shit.
because then out there you could see how long the brain could live.
Yeah.
Because the brain just needs, I don't know what it needs to survive.
I don't either.
I really don't.
Weird. All right.
Quit yawning.
I'm sorry. Why? Okay, here's the other thing while we're talking about our weird questions. Why is yawning contagious?
I have no idea. Once one person starts it, it's like, hey.
It happens to us at work, too.
Oh,
if
God,
one person
yeah.
yawns, and then if that person sees it, everybody starts yawning.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know.
I'm going to
It's
Google it real
weird.
quick and see if it gives me any kind of answer. Why is yawning contagious?
Well, you see.
Mirror neurons in the brain are thought to be the mechanism behind contagious yawning. These neurons match our actions to the people around us. So if you see other people yawn, chances are you're compelled to become a yawner too, even if you're not bored or tired.
Huh. That's crazy. Like a fox.
Yeah, it's a phenomenon called social mirroring, where organisms imitate the actions of others. So where that kind of stuff is more common in animals, I guess it's like a thing.
Huh.
It's like yawning is one of the
Yeah.
minor things that we social imitate among humans.
That's crazy.
Very interesting. And then this last one, I'm a little confused. Each of us has a different picture of ourselves and tailors a version of ourselves that we are unfamiliar with. I don't really understand what that's
Me
trying
neither.
to say.
I mean, I know we picture ourselves different than what everybody else does.
But it's saying it tailors a version of yourself that you're unfamiliar with.
Huh.
So what does that mean?
I don't know. You just sitting here one day in your thoughts, and all of a sudden, who the hell's this guy? I don't know this character.
I don't know.
Huh.
Or maybe they just mean tailors a version of ourselves that we are unfamiliar with. Or maybe they... I don't know. That one's got me stumped. I don't
That's a
lie.
stumper.
I will not lie.
Me no lie.
But yep, that was it today for Weird Thoughts.
Dun,
A lot of
dun,
interesting
dun.
From sleep to yawning to skeletons.
Yeah. Well, I really don't have anything else. You got anything else on your mind? In your mind? On your ears?
No, I've been pretty boring lately. I'm still just taking it easy. My last heart test did finally get scheduled for May.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
I'm really hoping I'm almost at the end of this thing.
Yeah. So everybody keep praying for Ash Handy.
It sounds
over here.
dumb, but I'm just so tired of being tired all the time.
I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired.
And I I like that everybody in my life is supportive, and I like that everybody can see that it's not faking it, because you guys have all watched me be like a manly badass for my whole life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was like the other day whenever I was trying to start that weed eater in front of Justin, and he's just like,
what are you doing?
and I'm like, I'm weak.
I can do it.
I'm a weak motherfucker. But I'm really trying to safely, it's going to be a slow process, but safely bring my physical strengths back. It just takes so much time. And that's the other thing that's crazy about the human body, is I never realized if you take X amount of time off, like me, I've laid in bed for almost a whole year now, or laid on the couch for almost a whole year now. Even though I was a very strong person for almost 30 years of my life, how quickly that depleted in a year from not doing anything. And then that makes me think to all the older people who say that the secret to life is really just moving, like growing gracefully, is really just moving your body as much as you can. Yeah. It really is. And so now that I know that, I'm for sure know that, I'm trying. It's just I'm still physically restricted, so I'm taking it.
She won't be running any marathons anytime soon.
No, will not. But
and she had to quit her UFC career, so.
Yeah, and my dream of being the Mockingjay in the Revolution is pretty much smashed right now, but.
Well, if that ever happens.
I'm so obsessed with those movies.
If that ever happens, you won't have the medicine.
Yeah, that's another thing that we've talked about, because I would say about 50% of the people in my direct life, I won't name any names on here because it's a podcast, but like me, those are the three for sure that I can think of off the top of my head. We all take medicine every day that our body needs to function on. So if this shit really does get to the point that it's like a third world country where there ain't no electricity and we ain't got no water and nobody has the medications they need, I don't know what that'll mean for me, which is another reason why I'm adamant on trying to figure out if it's fixable so I can get it fixed before the world ends.
Yeah.
Because I can't. My medicine helps me so much
Well,
that on the days that I sleep in, whenever I'm off work, like if I sleep in, I take it every day between 6:30 and 7 in the morning. I can push it to about 8 and feel okay. But on the days that I sleep really hard and I don't get up till like 10 o'clock, it kicks my ass that I am out of that loop of taking it. And then there's been maybe 2 times in the last 6 months that I have forgotten to take my night dose. And by the morning, I'm literally like...
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So I don't know what I would do without it.
Yeah.
I want to get fixed, and I want to be able to wean off of it, so that's one less thing I have to worry about.
That's just some of the weird shit I've been thinking about here lately.
Too.
I get on TikTok and I get in them rabbit holes. I'm like, I got a car I'm financing. If the banks and all that collapse and shit, what the fuck's gonna happen?
Yeah.
You know? And then like with the medicine.
I don't know.
If shit gets bad, what is everybody gonna do?
I don't know, man. It's all it's a lot of shit to think about.
Yeah.
It's a lot of shit to think about. And everybody thinks that we're entitled to live the life that we live in America, but we're really not. And we're really about to figure out how bad it sucks to not have the country that we did at one point in time. That's all I
and
say.
here's what's so funny is people want to say this country sucks so bad. Yeah,
not really. Not really.
But if you think about it, and someone on the podcast I was listening to brought this to my attention. He goes, think about this. He goes, if you were living somewhere else, and he goes, I'm talking to you, audience, and people that disagree with me. If you was living in another country and said you were gay, whether you were a male or female, you'd be thrown off a fucking top of a roof.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Muslims, Israel, all them, no, you can't be gay.
As a woman, I can't even show any part of my body or talk to men or...
Yes, and your job is to make babies and raise them and take care of them. That's your job.
Yeah,
and they think it's so bad over here, and they don't... Why don't you go over there and try to start saying you want to LBGD, whatever it is. You know, you want to start doing that. Go over there and tell them you want to do a drag show for their fucking kids and see what happens.
They would literally beat you to death in the parking lot.
Yes, they wouldn't. Hey, bam! They'd be getting the fuck beat out.
I guess I'm just kind of sad because I really do feel that despite the problems that we've had in this country, and there has always been so many things that could be better, I still always felt very privileged to live here.
Yeah.
And I am saying that as a person who grew up dirt poor, embarrassing, had fuck up for parents. Like, I know I'm white, but I did not have this cush life that everybody talks about. I was bullied by colored people. I was bullied by people of my own race. I went through a lot of shit, and I had a bad life growing up, but it was still a lot better than it would have been in a third world country.
Yeah,
and
that's
I've
what
always
one thinks about.
I've always felt very privileged to live here because of the fact that even though I had a bad life growing up,
Yeah.
I have had the choice to leave that life and make a better life for myself.
Yep.
And that is not a privilege that is going to be around anymore.
No.
And I don't think it's one that everybody really ever realized. And we really took advantage of that.
Yeah, we did. You know, because everybody's like, well, that ain't fair. Change this, change that.
Well,
Yep.
and I don't understand whenever we started becoming toddlers and saying everything's not fair.
Yeah.
The world is not fair. That is part of growing up, is
Yes.
realizing that the world is not fair.
I mean, hell, half of these people can't even protest without screaming and throwing titty fits.
I know. It's
I don't
embarrassing.
get that when a guy is at a college trying to talk and all you hear is young people screaming at him, shut the fuck up.
Well, because think about it.
They think they're saying, shut up. That's not how
Yeah.
you talk and
But
negotiate.
guess how they more than likely talk to their parents?
Yeah.
And probably were never busted in the mouth or popped
Oh,
on the
yeah.
ass and said, you don't talk to me like that. And another thing that I have realized is that everything stems from childhood.
Yeah.
It is really hard to be a parent. I will never take that away from anybody. But you make the mistake of not doing some things whenever they're younger, and you create monsters of adults.
Yeah. And you don't think you are, but you are. You know, you shelter the kid and give it its way all the time. When it gets out there in the real world and realizes that the world doesn't give a shit about you.
But that's what's
They
happened
flip
is all
out.
these kids have gotten out into the real world, and they do realize
Yes.
that the world doesn't give a shit about them, but they can't handle it.
Yeah, they can't handle it.
And
So they
it's
gotta.
and then them starting the whole, okay, well, let's just throw fits to get what they want, actually started working, and it started a wave of every other generation
Yep.
joining in with them and saying, hey, if we act like this, we can get whatever we want.
We get whatever we want. And they grew up, and now they're a bunch of adults who can't handle fucking life. You know?
Well, I do agree that we have a mental health crisis in this country.
We do. Big time.
But another big problem with that is the government, one, not putting more programs out there to help people. The programs that are out there are fucking jokes. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but they are. And number two, taking the hands of people with mental illness and saying that it's not a mental illness, it's a real thing, and we're gonna. It's insane to me.
It is. You know, when they was showing a stat how shutting down the country did not help a goddamn thing. It made our mental health even worse.
Oh, whenever back in 2020?
Yeah.
Yeah. It even made
it
normal.
worse.
Well, normal is a relevant term, but even functioning adults. That,
Yeah.
I won't lie. It was really hard on me.
Oh, it fucking was. Being at the house every fucking day. I'd get up, take the kids to Patty's for a little bit to do their lessons, and yeah, it was.
Well, and there was just so many restrictions too socially.
Oh yeah, socially, you couldn't have more here in Mineral Wells. You couldn't have more than what, 10 or 15.
I think it was only like 8. And remember, people were getting petty and like calling the cops if they caught you outside gathering.
Yeah, with more than one person. Thank God no one ever called the cops on me.
But even then, I feel like it's never gone back to the same. You know, there used to be so many like outdoor events, and I don't
Excuse
know.
me. Yeah.
COVID was really hard.
But what really scares me is when 2025 gets here. Because Bill Gates said, and that's why I don't like this motherfucker. He said, they was talking about the vaccine, the epidemic. That motherfucker made billions off of it.
Yes, he did.
Billions. But anyways, he's a dickhead. He said, Well, the first thing he said was by 2025, or yeah, he said you think that first vaccinating was bad. Wait till 2025. He goes, I guarantee this one would get a big reaction.
Oh, all the booster vaccines they got?
No, the one that he's going to make for 2025.
He's making another vaccine?
There's going to be another epidemic.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what
it's
he's
probably going to
saying.
be that fungal thing that they're trying to spark up.
And then this motherfucker said by 2030, he wants to take half the population, depopulate a lot of people. What gives this motherfucker the right to fucking point fingers and be like, you stay, you go. Fuck you. Why don't you go? That's what I hate about these rich elite bastards that everybody holds up so high. Even sport figures. Fuck them. They don't give a fuck about you. They just want your fucking money and the ratings.
I know, but part of me also thinks that it has gotten to a Hunger Games point where there are still plenty of people that worship these people.
Yes.
But even the people that don't really speak how they truly feel, these people run the entire world. What are you going to do in your house? What am I going to do?
Yeah.
And I know the general idea is if we all get together, like in the Hunger Games, perfect example, and we start fighting them, but nobody's ready to see their kids die. Nobody's ready to see their family members die. Because that's what's going to happen.
It's not just that. That ain't it. No one can come together to make a stand for shit.
We haven't even come to the point where we can even get together and have that conversation, but that is the other thing that refrains people from standing up. Is it's just like the Hunger Games and every other movie. Whenever you do finally make that stand, it's going to be just like anything else. Years of suffering and
I'm sorry, I'm an American, but if people was to start hitting our land right now, we would still be divided.
Oh, like if Russia or China just decided to come here tomorrow?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we would be.
We'd still be divided because the people like me, the country boys that live out in the country in small towns and have guns and ammos and stuff, they're going to be the ones trying to defend everything. All the lefties are going to be running fucking to hide.
They'll probably be either white flagging it or
they'll be fucking trying to protest. I'd like to see one of them fucking lefty liberals when there's a war, them go, no, shut up, my choice.
Yeah. It's about to be a rude awakening for a lot of people.
It is. And I think you're right, though. We got a real bad mental illness in this fucking country.
And mental illness is rampant, in my personal opinion. And there is part of me also that gets freaked out and wonder if it also goes back to the basis of the shit that we're putting in our bodies.
Yes.
Like, we don't know if that affects our bodies the way it does, where now we're all vitamin deficient.
Yes.
We all have way more problems than people did in the 1950s. What do you think it's doing to our brains, too?
Yeah.
I do think society has to do with it. The way that society is set up, we are definitely
especially
depressed.
in America, because these motherfuckers make so much money. They put these chemicals and shit in our food that's banned in some countries.
I know.
But in this country, it's okay.
Yeah. And you got to think long-term use of that.
Yeah.
Also breeding into humans that are passing it down generation
It's another
to
reason
generation.
I hate TikTok, because it makes you open your eyes on that. You know the creamer? It's called that Creamer Mates?
Coffee Mate.
Coffee Mate. It's flammable.
Cool.
I seen that on TikTok, and because there's that one guy. He'll see a video and go, nuh-uh, and he does it to see if it's real. Yeah, he was lighting that shit on fire. He's like, I'm not drinking creamer anymore, not unless it's liquid.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if you look at a timeline of humans here, we are exceptionally fatter, unhealthier, more vitamin deficient, more illness rampant, more mental illness rampant than we have ever been.
And it's real easy. If you want to kill a country, number one, divide them. Make them fight against themselves. But then start making us a fat country. You know? Start putting all these great food places on every fucking corner and make us fat.
Yeah. I don't know. It's crazy. But speaking of food, I'm going to get off here so I can go get me some poison food. And
I'm going to eat some good old fattening mac and cheese.
Yeah.
But
I got to go by Walmart and get a chicken.
Hey guys, now don't forget Uncle Dickie's going to be at the end, so don't forget. I'm going to be putting his stuff at the end, so when we're done here, don't forget about Uncle Dickie Dookie,
Don't forget about my homie, man.
my homie in the Bomey. I'm going to go to Boothville one day and see him.
And it's
again.
also time for me to take my medicine, so I need to leave.
Yeah.
Like, I need to leave. I forgot to take it before I came over.
Way to go.
But it's still in my time frame to take it.
Oh, okay.
But I try to remember to bring it with me in the evening.
So when you're at that point, does that song Danger Zone come in your head?
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. You're flooring it.
Yeah.
I gotta get home.
Well, and I don't know if you've noticed, but that's why I carry around that pink bag. So I'm an old lady, and I have the Monday through Sunday AM and PM, the big pill holder, and then I carry extra in my pink bag, and I try to take my pink bag everywhere with me. So if I'm at somebody's house at 7 o'clock at night, I can take my medicine.
God, Ashley ain't even 40, and
I
she
know.
got her fucking little daily tail bag.
Yeah, it's great.
I always thought it'd been cool when I first seen them things, and I was a young adult and partying, didn't even have kids. I had no responsibility. I always thought that'd be cool just to put Coke in every one of them.
God.
And just wake up for that morning.
Oh, it's Monday.
Oh, it's Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's Friday. I got one. Damn it.
Funny.
Well, all right, guys. As for Uncle Boo, man, I hope you guys had a great time with your show today. Hope you guys enjoyed my speech there. Just want to say thank you, guys. You are awesome. And this is my co-host, Ash Handy.
Bye, y'all. So nice to hang out with y'all today.
It was so nice. Thanks for y'all. But we'll holler at you guys later. And we'll see you later, ma'am. Bye. Well, how is everybody? This is the most recognizable voice in the podcasting world today, baby. Your friend of mine, baby. Number 9 on your heart, number 1 on your heart, baby. It's your good friend, Uncle Dickie, baby. I am back. I'm talking to you live from the Boothville, Louisiana, baby. Just coming on in, baby. I hope everybody's having a good old time, a good old week. I have been having a spectacular week, baby. Just been getting ready for this spring weather whenever it gets here. It's getting here. But I know in Texas, my cousin Uncle Boo was telling me that it's pretty crazy. They haven't even came to spring yet. It's just cold and then hot, cold and then hot. But it ain't too bad down here in the old Louisiana, baby. Just want to thank everybody for listening to the show, man. I'm ready. This is episode 151 for my Uncle Boo, for my cousin. But this is season 4. I can't believe it. But anyway, guys, I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much. Can't believe my little voice is getting heard all around the world. And I just want to give a shout out to Kim and up there in Canada. She really loves the show, and she's glad Uncle Dickie's back. Hoorah! But it's been going good down here. Family's all getting together great. Junior's been loving his baseball because he's an old baseball guy. And yeah, I heard about my cousin Uncle Boo there. His son getting his tooth knocked out. The motherfucker. But anyways, man, it's been going great down here, guys. I cannot complain. I really don't have nothing thrown together today, but I wanted to get on here and talk to my people. I see how the world is just everywhere. People are standing up together. And America, if we could just put all the nonsense aside and just come together. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying we gotta storm the Capitol. You know what I mean, or anything like that. We need to come together and show these people that we're tired of it. We are tired of it. I mean, you look at France, how they're protesting, and I hope what I'm saying don't get me banned in Canada now because some of the laws they pass. So that's another thing. It's just crazy. They're trying to ban this, ban that. We just all need to come together and quit letting them divide us. That's what we got to quit doing, man. That's what we just got to come together and show these people, show these clowns. We can bring them down here to the bayou, show them a good old time, baby. But anyways, I don't want to get too political, but I just really feel like if we could come together, baby, it'd all be good. Because we're all Americans. No matter what color we are all Americans. And we need to stand up. We need to stand up, you know what I mean? But anyways, guys, I just want to get on here and say hi. This has been Uncle Dickie. I'm sorry I'm cutting this one short. I'll make it a little bit better for your fancy asses next week, alright, guys? Y'all be good, be square, and just remember, this is Uncle Dickie, and I love you guys. Be good, and don't forget to, I don't know what I was going to say there. I just talking out of my ass there, baby. But we're gonna go, and then we will see you later. Be good, guys. All right. Well, guys, hope y'all enjoyed the show today. This is old Uncle Boo here, just wrapping up Borderline Texas Trash, guys. Just remember, man, we can come together, unite, and we can show them. But we got to get along and for all that to happen. But, and I do wonder, though, some of these laws are making in other countries. You know, I think Canada passed a law if they don't like, they're monitoring their internet. So if they don't like what's coming in, they can ban it. So I hope I don't get kicked from Canada, but sorry if I do. I do like to run my mouth sometimes, and there's certain issues that piss me off, but I'm not going to close the show on a nasty butt note like that. I'm going to close it on something good, something saucy. But yeah, anyways, guys, look forward to season 4. It's first episode of season 4, man. Wow, 4 years, starting on 4 years doing this. Just want to say thank you, fans. And hey, it's been a wonderful, great ride. Many more, baby. But we'll see you later. You guys be good. And if I don't see you before it rains, then piss on you. Bye.